Hi guys, this is Dr. Nida with Keys of Health. Today I want to talk to you about a topic many people find very disconcerting to accept and admit, yet it is so important to talk about it. Stress. Even if we are feeling stressed, we often try to find other words to either mask what we are feeling or outright deny that we are stressed. This can have disastrous effects not only on us, but people who are closest to us, our families, our loved ones, people who care about us. I believe it is very important to discuss this topic in the context of coronavirus. In this video, I will approach this very important topic from an emotional and mental well-being aspect. This is the first pandemic of our lives. We have never seen anything like this when it comes to social distancing, travel restrictions, lockdowns. We've never seen the whole world come to a screeching halt before. We've never seen shops, restaurants, and schools close like this. Most of us have never worked from home before. This is all new. It is confounding and overwhelming. It is even more so for parents of young children. If these parents are working from home while managing their children's distance learning, that is double the challenge. People who have monthly mortgage payments to make, those who live paycheck to paycheck, daily wage earners, those who may lose their jobs, those who don't have health coverage. These are all real stressors. And you know what? These are legitimate stressors. Stress is not the problem. The problem occurs when it becomes toxic. Toxic stress doesn't let up. You feel like there is no support in place for you to relieve this stress, and it starts to become compounded. It is okay if you are stressed. It doesn't make you a weaker person to admit that you're stressed, but what is important is how we manage the stress. If we are unable to manage the stress, it becomes compounded. Not only does it have physical ramifications, it can really take an emotional toll. It chips away on the self-esteem, self-confidence, and even relationships. Unfortunately, often relationships which are near and dear to us. It can lead to a point where we start losing control of things which are still manageable and controllable. This leads to a person unraveling mentally and emotionally. You're always doing something, but you're unable to get anything done. This happens to all of us. If we deal with these stressors in time and properly, we bounce back. Otherwise, we all fall further down and get more stuck. It can lead to anxiety, depression, panic, inability to cope with day-to-day life. It builds anger, frustration, and leads to lack of motivation or even death of motivation. We just give up. We all want to give our children what they need to grow to their full potential. And as parents, guardians, teachers, and adults, we play an important role in their development. Our behavior towards children can be affected by the challenges we face and the stress that we experience. If we are experiencing toxic stress, it can sometimes be a challenge to get through day-to-day life. How can then we be the best caregivers to our children? This kind of stress not only affects our health and well-being, it actually has an effect on children's development in a way that can last a lifetime. If we constantly feel overwhelmed and are unable to calm down, ready to snap any minute, it hinders our ability to provide the kind of supportive relationships children need in order to thrive. Think of yourself like a freight truck. You can only carry a certain amount of weight. After that, it will affect your performance. You may not be able to move and carry that weight anymore. Just like the truck can break down, you can break down from the pressures. So if you don't seek help and do what is needed to relieve the stress, you're going to break down. You see, I'm a big believer that knowledge is empowering. I believe that if we know what to do, we can act on it and make a real change in our lives. There are things we can do in times of stress to buffer ourselves and our children against it. Have a support network. Having a support system in place, who to call, where to go, how to acquire food in case of need, what services you qualify for, or just have someone to talk to. I am an introvert. I am also a very private person. It is very difficult for me to open up to people and share what is inside. But you can open up to this one good person. The challenge is how to find that person. Mr. Rogers once said in an interview, when I was a boy and I would see scary things in the news, my mom would say to me, look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping. Look for a genuine person who is willing to help, and you will always find someone who is helping, someone who is willing to extend that hand. You just have to be willing to accept it. I'm a big believer that as long as this world lasts, there will always be good people in it. And we need to learn to be those helpers. We always receive more by giving. Be the one who extends a helping hand. Trust me, helping and being needed is an amazing stress buster. Even a freight truck needs regular maintenance. Then what about us? We need maintenance too. We are holistic beings. We not only need social structure in place, we need emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual support. This is what holds us together. Neglecting any of these aspects will affect us sooner or later. I don't know what it is you like to do, but you know. And if you haven't had a chance to explore it, do it now. Find something to nurture every aspect of your being, physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Take walks. If you can't, work out with your children at home. Play board games as a family. Do crafts. Read books together. Play I Spy with your kids. Write a book. Who can stop you? Meditate, pray, eat well, cook together. Change certain habits as a family now that everyone is constantly together. Learn breathing techniques. Forgive those who you have been holding a grudge against. Call those you haven't contacted in ages. I myself am terrible at staying in touch with people, and a friend recently texted me saying it is never too late to get in touch. And it's true. Simply make an old-fashioned call. Call your parents, aunts, uncles, cousins. Do things that you had forgotten how to do. Put your life in order. Over time, these simple steps build our resilience, our will to not only live, but thrive, to achieve, to accomplish what we had forgotten to dream about. I believe everything happens for a reason. Maybe this lockdown will teach us to reconnect with ourselves, reclaim who we are, relearn about who we are and what really works for us and what doesn't. I want you to remember that it is not only you who are stressed. Children are stressed too. They're weaker than us when it comes to dealing with emotions. If we are bewildered, imagine them. If we need someone to turn and talk to and lean on, imagine them. They need us. This time can either become an amazing memory for them where they cultivated exciting relationships with their parents and guardians, or a horrible memory which will affect them for years to come. It all depends on the environment we provide for them at home. We all need tune-up from time to time. It is time for a tune-up. Even if you are stressed, count your blessings. Reach out to people. I am here for you. Drop me a line if you need someone to speak to. Extend a helping hand to your neighbors. Buy extra groceries if you can afford and share with a needy family. If you can't contribute financially, a simple greeting, smile, and offer of help can brighten someone's day and make you feel like $1,000,000. Don't underestimate your abilities and your worth. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Remember the annoying safety instructions during flights to put on your own oxygen mask before you help others? This is how it has to be. Believe, seek help, find coping mechanisms and stress management techniques that work for you. I would love to hear what stress management techniques work for you. I would also love to hear how you cultivate relations with your family and your children and develop resilience in them. I would love to hear what stress management techniques work for you. I would also like to hear what you are doing to cultivate relationships with your children during this lockdown and to build resilience in them. Please share these with me in the comment section below. Please subscribe to my channel so we can continue to have these important discussions. In the next video, I'll be talking about the physical ramifications of stress. So make sure you click on the bell icon so you'll be notified when the video is up. I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.